Monitor off.
You see my podcast.
Thanks for everyone. Part 1.
No.
Oh, we're in part 2. Good catch. Do we have some music while we do it? Huh?
You need this bag that's in the front seat?
That's fine. Well, that's fine. It was used to hold fish. We didn't catch fish today. Would you like some music?
Let's see if they have fun.
Alright, so we can do already what's there, which I think... Alright, what part's this? A huge row. Acts chapter 15. After some days, Paul said to Barnabas, "Let's go back and visit the brothers and sisters in all the various cities where we preach the word of the Lord, and see how they're doing." So remember that because remember they went to Jerusalem, right, before the council? Oh. Ooh. They went to Jerusalem for the council. And so now they are, my brain is like skipping beats right now. But now they decided to go back to all that traveling before, all the cities, all the places they tell about Jesus. Now they're going back to see how they're doing.
I look at my cat again.
Barnabas wanted to take John, Paul, and Mark along with them, but Paul reckoned that it was not a good idea to take with them someone who had left them in Philippia and had not gone on with them to the rest of the work. There was a huge row, which resulted in them splitting up. Barnabas took Mark and sailed off to Cyprus. Paul chose Silas and went off. Having been commanded by the church to the grace of the Lord, they went through Syria and Cilicia, strengthening the church. So it looks like they wanted to go back, right? Barnabas wanted to take one person, but Paul was against it. And so they had a dispute. And so the dispute, they couldn't actually, they couldn't work it out where they both went. And so what they did is they both just went their separate ways, but took their own companions. So Paul and Barnabas are no longer traveling together. What part's this?
What?
Well, let's see. What part's this? There is no point beating about the bush with this one. There are times in the church work when leaders, including bishops, really want to knock two people's heads together and tell them not to be so pig-brained. Though actually most pigs wouldn't dream of behaving like this. And I imagine every generation of readers has felt like that about Paul and Barnabas at this point. In fact, if anyone suggests that Luke writing this book is trying to whitewash early church history or make out that the apostles were fledged angels, they should think again. This is a shameful episode, and the fact that it stands in scripture should not make us afraid to say so. On the contrary, its scriptural status should be interpreted as a sign that the Bible itself is warning us against allowing such a thing to happen. When Paul writes, as he often does in his letters, about the dangers of anger, bursts of rage, and so on, he must many times have looked back on this incident and hung his head in shame. So it's saying, Paul and Barnabas, that's something that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
And this is why anger ruins friendships. So Paul and Silas went this way. Looks like Barnabas and John Mark literally took a ship down to Cyprus. They went pretty much two different directions. I need a drink of water. Water! Oh, there it is.
Where's my water?
Where's my water? My sweet, sweet water. My sweet, sweet water.
With no lemon in it.
I should have 3 lemons in it.
2 lemons.
Lemons make it tasty.
No. I make it sour.
Isn't this sour tasty though? Don't you like sour candy? Oh yeah.
That's not sugar though.
Oh, it has to be sugar and sour. Is that what I'm hearing? Ah. Alright. In case anyone supposes it wasn't after all as serious as all that, they need to have a look at the word at the beginning of verse 39. The word I have translated a huge row. The word in Greek is proximus, from which of course we get proximus. When the word is used in a medical context, it can mean convulsion or refer to someone running a high fever. It carries overtones of severely heightened emotions, red and distorted faces, loud voices, things said that were better left unsaid. A sorry sight. Part of the trouble is, as usual in this kind of thing, that both men were, in a sense, in the right. Paul was thinking back to what had happened in Pisidian, Antioch, Iconium, Lystra, and Derbe. John Mark hadn't even, as the Americans say, made it to the first base in the Turkish leg of the trip. I have never heard an American say that. Made it to first base in the Turkish leg of the trip? He's saying we Americans say this, and again, he's from like Scotland, like Europe area. And he's like, this is what Americans say. Have you ever heard Americans say that? Silly Tom.
He's not silly, he's serious.
But we Americans don't say that. At least Americans in my neck of the woods. In my area.
They never say that.
I'm really curious. I want to look it up now. Ah! Huh. I don't know what... Okay, whatever. Alright, so pretty much John Mark hasn't, like... He has barely gotten his feet wet. You know that phrase? That's like saying, like... Here... Paul and Barnabas, they're like epic gamers. And John Mark has only played Roblox.
You play Roblox.
But I'm saying he has only played. That's the analogy I'm using. Or he's only played like Hello Kitty Adventureland.
It's not even a game.
It might be. Or he only played, John Mark has only played Pac-Man. So saying like, he hasn't like gone to the deep end yet.
You're
But do you get my point? Like they gone through some crazy stuff, right? Paul was stoned. It's like crazy out there. Just crazy! And Paul's like, John Mark shouldn't go. He's kind of a novice. He's a fledgling. John Mark hadn't even, as the Americans say, made it to first base in the Turkish leg of the trip. Supposing a mob set on them again, supposing stones and rocks were flying around once more, it'll be much harder for him to run off back to Mum in Jerusalem once he was in the central upland of southern Turkey. Paul knew he desperately needed people he could rely on totally. Whatever happened, look at what he says about Timothy in Philippians. Is it possible as well that there was a suggestion that Mark, a young Jerusalemite, might not have liked the fact that Paul seemed keen on moving out of strictly Jewish circles and into Gentile territory and Gentile evangelism? At the same time, Barnabas, the son of encouragement, lived up to his name as usual. Could no doubt see that John Mark was only a youngster, and that he simply panicked on the previous trip. He had probably now had a chance to settle down and need another opportunity to show he was up to it this time. I'll be prepared to bet that Barnabas has spent a quiet hour or two with John Mark during the visit to Jerusalem.
A fight, that microphone chair thing, was a tombstone, and you guys floating over it. I'm like, what did you do?
They were, after all, cousins, according to Colossians. Quite a few people in the early church related to one another. He had probably figured out that Mark had matured just a little bit, perhaps grown in his own spirituality as well. So of course he should have a second chance. And this would show the Jerusalem church that they, Paul and Barnabas, were wanting to cement the partnership between Antioch and Jerusalem, which had been firmly and publicly established through the council. The worst rose, of course, happen when both people are in the right. We can all too easily imagine the scene. Unfortunately, it has the memory of Galatians 2 falling like a shadow across it. Barnabas had apparently wobbled when those wretched men came from Jerusalem, and his commitment to what Paul saw as a fundamental principle. Paul had been shocked, even though they clearly made it up and had gone together to Jerusalem and won a great victory for the point at issue. There may have been not just a shadow, but a dark cloud in the back of Paul's mind, and as he thought ahead to the problems that might await them in Galatia. Would Barnabas wobble again on this issue, or perhaps on some other? Would he be able to trust him? For Barnabas himself, just to indulge further in the dangerous game of trying to think inside someone else's head at the distance of 2,000 years and several major changes of culture, there would be anger as well. Paul, after all, has been his protege. He had introduced him to the Jerusalem.
I think that's it.
You're right. So you see, here it's saying, like, both of them are kind of like in the right. John Mark could flake again. You know, Barnabas, when people were separating themselves from the Gentiles and trying to make them more Jewish, Barnabas at a moment like floundered and didn't like take the stand that Paul did. He had fetched him from obscurity in Tarsus, and now here's talking about Barnabas, who actually like helped Paul emerge as the leader that he becomes. He had fetched him from obscurity in Tarsus and given him the chance to become a famous preacher and teacher in Antioch. He had taken the lead in their first missionary expedition, and if Paul had more or less taken over as the chief speaker after that, there was still a sense that Barnabas was a senior figure. Paul surely owed him something. Could he not bend on this point? I doubt if there is a senior church leader anywhere who does not look at the sea and say, "There, but for the grace of God, go I." Or as it may be, "There, despite the grace of God, went I." It is all too easy to see. At the same time, we should note, since grace is after all one of Luke's great themes at this point in the book, that something fresh came out of it all. 2 missionary journeys instead of 1. With Barnabas and Mark going off to Barnabas' native Cyprus to consolidate the work there, and Paul taking Silas, a Roman citizen, as it happened, which was going to be important in ways neither of them could have imagined at that point, on a trip which turned out to be far more than a revisit to Syria and Sicilia, but instead a whole new venture into uncharted territory, both geographically and theological. Silas, by the way, is the same person as Silvanus, who appears in the 2 letters Paul wrote to Thessalonica. 6.
Oh my God. What time did Daddy come back now? Did he die in the bus?
I have no idea. It's the first time that he's going back in bus. So I have no idea. Wrote to Thessalonica. And who is also mentioned in 2 Corinthians. Whether or not he is the same as Silvanus, mentioned in 1 Peter, it is impossible to say. The God who makes human wrath to serve his praise has done it again. That doesn't excuse sinful human wrath, of course, and simply shows once again what the gospel message itself massively demonstrates. That God can take the greatest human folly and sin and bring great good from it. So it's like, even though this is wrong, their fight is wrong, Yahweh still uses it and actually becomes 2 missionary journeys.
Press that button.
This? It says 42 people high.
No, just to mention so you can highlight easier, kind of.
Well, it's just telling me that people highlighted, and I can copy if I want to. That is a humbling and necessary lesson for the church to learn each generation. Luke could quite easily have found a less embarrassing way of explaining the new missionary pairing. I have a hunch that he told this shocking little story partly at least because he wanted this lesson to be hard and taken to heart. Tarsus. Paul went on further to Derbe and then Lystria. There was a disciple there by the name of Timothy, the son of a believing Jewish woman, but with a Greek father. The Christians in Lystria and Iconium spoke well of him. Paul wanted to have Timothy go with them, so he took him and circumcised him because of the Jews in those regions, since they all knew that his father was Greek. When they went through the cities, they handed on to them the decision which had been taken by the apostles and elders at Jerusalem, so that they could observe them. The churches were strengthened in faith and grew in number every day. They went through the region of Phrygia and Galatia. Galatia? That. It's Galatians. Galatia. Huh.
I think I said the wrong thing.
Since the Holy Spirit had forbidden them to speak the word in the province of Asia, when they came to Mysia, they tried to go into Bithynia, but the Spirit of Jesus didn't allow them to do so. So passing by Mysia, they came down to Troas. Then a vision appeared to Paul in the night. A man from Macedonia was standing there, pleading with him, and saying, "Come across to Macedonia and help us." When he saw the vision, at once he set about finding a way to get across to Macedonia, concluding that God had called us to preach the good news to them. So it looks like Paul takes a protege named Timothy, and then there's places where the Spirit prevents them from speaking, which is interesting. But then Yahweh calls them to Macedonia through a vision. Tarsus? A few weeks ago, I had to choose a new close colleague to work with. It was difficult. There are some splendid people to choose from. Together with trusted friends and wise advisors, I prayed for God's guidance. I did as much homework as I could. I prayed some more. I called some key leaders together and we prayed for wisdom. We met some of the likely candidates, so much talent, so much giftedness, so many possibilities. We could see ourselves working with this person, with that person, with the other one too. Eventually the choice came back to me. I went for a long walk, praying as I went. You can't rush these things, and I didn't have to. But step by step, I found to my surprise that one particular person kept coming to my mind. I could see myself working with him, praying with him, laughing with him, trusting him totally in the complexities of the work we're trying to do. I challenged myself, was I just making it up? Was I just secretly hoping it would be him and forcing the issue? Back came the answer, no, this wasn't the case. There was something special about this, a matter of shared vocation. And if you pray for wisdom about a particular decision, and then find that your mind starts making itself up in a way you hadn't expected, you either go with it or you apply that you didn't really mean that prayer in the first place. Now I have no idea whether Paul went through something like that before he chose Timothy as a travel companion and assistant, but I think it's extremely likely. He may well have met Timothy and his family earlier. According to one of the letters to Timothy, both his mother and his grandmother were believers, and there can't have been that many Christian families in Lystia, even by this stage. Paul knew he would need help of various kinds and at various stages, and after his previous experience, he knew he had to have someone he could totally trust. He had been convinced of that in Timothy's case, when several years later he mentioned Timothy in one of his most personal letters. In that passage we referred to earlier, it's clear he had been right. But there was a problem, and it's precisely at this point that some people have accused Paul of rank inconsistency. Paul's mystery methods, as we have seen, were to go in the first place, whenever he got to a new town, to a Jewish synagogue. That meant he and his companions would have to be accepted as fully fledged Jews. Not acceptable in the sense of being accepted to God, but be able to move freely among the Jewish community without putting up the wrong kind of barriers at the wrong moment. Timothy was indeed Jewish. His mother was Jewish, and the primary qualification for Jewishness is through the mother's side. Since, according to the pragmatic rabbinic thinking, Long before DNA testing, you can never be absolutely sure about paternity, but you can about maternity. But because Timothy's father was Greek, he hadn't had him circumcised when he was a baby, so Paul circumcised Timothy. Not, I stress, because Timothy needs circumcision to become a full member of God's people, but because it was going to be much easier to advance Paul's mission if his companions were all able to be seen as proper Jews. Paul discusses this principle in 1 Corinthians. So here, Paul, like, there's a whole thing about people trying to make followers, Gentile followers, more Jewish. But he's saying, like, to the Jewish, actually, like, the Jewish synagogues, where Jesus is not king yet.
Well, he is. Or he's going.
He's not believed to be king. He is king.
Or he's going to be is right now.
He is, yeah. And so, so that there's not a wall and telling them about Jesus, he had Timothy be more Jewish.
Yes.
Take the steps to be more Jewish.
We're gonna go up to my
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so this is... Yeah, so they traveled through here, and then, like, they were not allowed to speak here, and so they traveled all the way to Troas. And then from there, he has a vision to go to Macedonia, which is over here. It's like in this region. So here,
Oh, got you. And then I have to
you have to go across the river.
Cross the river we go.
What's crazy is, here you go look on the measuring. That is a lot of miles. You know what's crazy, Char? Is for this is like months of travel for them, but for us, you could easily do 200 miles in one day.
Pills, yeah.
Yeah.
But that takes a nice long time. They didn't have bicycles. They didn't have anything that made you go. They had big.
But that is in straight shot. That's if road will add a lot more time to this. Because obviously a road won't just go straight through here like that.
But these right there, they walking.
That's why, as my dad used to say, "Oh, that's about 10 miles as the eagle flies, or as the crow flies."
But that's not.
Yeah, but we're not crows and we don't fly.
I wish we did, so we could be like jumping off mountains and glide into the water. That's so fun. Stop doing.
This then is the opposite of what happened in relation to Titus and Galatians. Titus was a Gentile. Some of the hardliners in Jerusalem wanted him to be circumcised before they would regard him as the proper member of the family, and Paul refused. We sometimes think it would be nice if life were not complicated, but it is, and the complexities matter. They are part of God's world and God's work. So off they set, Paul, Silas. Timothy. But where were they to go next? A natural route would have been to continue westwards, eventually coming down the Lycius Valley past Laodicea and the other towns there, and emerging at the coast of Ephesus. But the Holy Spirit had told them they were not to preach the word in Asia, the Roman province which occupied the whole western end of modern Turkey. So they headed north up through Galatia, Derbe, Lycia, and the other towns on their first journey are in the south of Galatia, and then west into the region of Phrygia. It's quite some way. We are talking about a couple of 100 miles, depending on which route they took, which is a matter of considerable discussion, for the very good reason that no firm evidence exists. 200 miles on foot takes 2 or 3 weeks at the very least. What did the little company think they were doing? And where did they suppose they were going? This must have been something of a testing time for all of them, with Paul and Silas establishing a partnership, and Timothy as a young colleague getting to know them, but wondering what on earth he had let himself in for. It's one thing to trust God's guidance when it's actually quite obvious what to do next. It's something else entirely when you seem to be going on and on up a blind alley. Have you washed your hands since you ate apples? I need you to do that before next meeting, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, apple has like water where it could be like.
Apples make you sticky. Mm-hmm. And we're going to need actually feel stickiness on that, and we're going to need to we need to take like a paper towel or alcohol wipes to it.
If I could pay for that, I try to do like a soft wipe.
No, it's a soft wipe. You don't have to turn off your computer. I thought Sweet Potatoes was a little different. And also,
I talking about just
can you
bake.
move this because Jason uses that computer? Keyboard.
Well, your keyboard.
The one you're using. And then start away.
Wait, feeling test. Okay. That's the person or second.
Nope. That's cleaning solution that's needs to go on the track.
The feeling take on second.
Yep.
That's what it's for do. I think I know what I want next time I do that.
You hate me. Alright.
Chick-fil-A.
I
Wait, you don't like Chick-fil-A?
don't like Chick-fil-A. I don't care for them very much.
I'll fire like one more time where it's this open.
Alright, ready?
Yes.
It got worse. They came to northwest Turkey and concluded that maybe God wanted them to go into Bithynia, the Roman province that ran along the north edge of Turkey, and on the south shore of the Black Sea. Wrong again. The Spirit of Jesus, says Luke, didn't let them. How did they know? Was it a specific word of prophecy which one of them received? Or was it a deep, growing, internal conviction? Well, there was only one way left. Down to the coast at Tros. What are we going to do here? Tros is in the province of Asia, and we've been told not to preach here. It seems that at this stage they had all been thinking of developing the work within Turkey, which was after all where two of them, Paul and Timothy, came from in the first place. And then it happened. A vision at the night. Paul sees a man from Macedon, northern Greece, across the sea into a totally new area. Come over and help us, pleads the man. The weeks of walking and waiting, of wandering and praying, had led to this. They weren't going to do more primary evangelism in Turkey at all. They were off to Greece, crossing one of the great frontiers in the ancient as in the modern world. It's really breaking new ground. And a new companion seems to have joined the party too. Notice the we in verse 10. Many people have tried to guess what this means. The most obvious solution is that the author of Acts has, at this point, joined Paul and his companions. Alternatively, the author has had access here, and in some other passages later on, to the journal of someone who had been with Paul. It is, of course, always possible to dream up more and more complex theories, and there has been no shortage of attempts. But the best solution, in my judgment, is also as simple as at Troas, Paul and his companions met Luke, who came with them for the next part of the story. Alright, we can start.
That's fast. Pakistan again.
Okay.
You should play that again.
I'm good.
Everybody should play cat one. I love the cat one. It's
I mean, if you put headphones on, you could listen to it.
oh boy. I don't care. I don't care if I have my rocket booster. I joined right when I knew this was about to happen.
Oh yeah. I need to bring down the frames since I'm using this one computer for all the setup.
I will make it for the last minute. Go, go, go! Guys,
That's fine. Number 2 is the lowest. Zombies in his own parathon. Get rid of him and get him out of the pipe. I said poor chap, but he's a zombie, so whatever.
That little girl.
Oh yeah. With the bounty guy. I remember now. Huh? Where am I?
My spear! What happened to my flipping spear?
Sent you after Yeti's bling? Okay, but please don't end up like my pals. Don't panic. Generally, police squad ran into trouble looking for treasure Yeti and bling, but that won't happen to you, right? Right? Then arrest myself. I'm apparently late. My squad is missing. We can follow Yeti to this area, but then we got split up. I waited here for them and doing breathing exercises to keep me from worrying. My breathing exercise just remind me of my pals. See, breathing exercises we used to do together. This story was a Stop Treasure Yeti mission, but now it's a full-blown rescue mission. If you're going for Yeti's bling, can you rescue my friends too? Hurry!
What? Yeah, a little bit of the hot door now.
Go on, yell.
I can bird a birdie, make the little bird a back and steal, I can bird a right. I can put it about bird me. Oh, me.
Did someone say tacos?
Yay! Why are you getting tacos?
Oh, I pick up golden tacos. Tacos also, tacos reveals all the chests in the area of the map.
I snuck in on you.
Yeah, I did. What's up, friend?
Okay, are you ready?
Yesterday.
I noticed.
Thanks, man. We're noticing. More than welcome to join us if that's what you like to do. Still 5, but we have to take a break around 4ish.
But we can't just do it, so.
Go after this chat. I mean, on your own, we could do multiplayer sessions if you like to. Okay, cool.
Good. Look at mushrooms just falling into lava. Like, look. Holy crap.
Yeah, pretty fun.
But I can't put my phone number for this.
What are you doing?
WhatsApp messenger. I don't want to need to tell us I could call for a text. Since my plan is canceled.
You have to ask your mom for that. But it'd be best to work with her on how to set that up. I never use WhatsApp. Usually so when I do WhatsApp though, I do put in mine, but that's all I can say. That's communication between you and mom, and I don't want to like interrupt any thoughts she has. Okay. When it probably has to send like a verification code, right? Reboot. What's up, the crab statue? This will snag Yeti for sure, right? You did, yes, not use the control pad to rescue my last squad mate. I feel like corn is perfect for single player.
I'm the commander and the zombots destroying the ship.
Buckhorn. I got the spins.
Who's dominator for me?
Huh?
I invited one.
I don't know who that is. Let's say probably just. Your call. One turn. If you guys are doing a multiplayer session after this, I could join you if you would like me to tag along.
Who's that, Jason? Who's that? I don't know. He just invited me to a party of hers.
You guys think ops? Does sound like.
I think he means guarding regular off.
Ooh. He's pooped out the treasure.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Oh, it's not Steve.
He brought me here.
Better than it. That's cool.
Put it on the collar in now.
Just kidding. I know you did. I see all. Giggle now with a pinch of glitter glue and a splash of zombie flop sweets. Ah, the lawnmower is now the mind blower. Just in time, drawing unicorn trampling zombies rather than cheering me up like it used to. Can we see if we can join them?
Yeah.
After this, they're hard to carry, so you can request a mind blower at special stations. Now get past this bouncer. Show old fools your dance moves. A pain!
Listen, try to send me a friend request.
Or join group.
If possible.
Well, fail to join the game such it can't be joined. Tell him to make itself in the place where you can invite 2 people.
He just said be right back and teleported back. He'll be back in a minute.
I think he's cheesing you. Oh, go back to Giddy Park.
Why?
So we could join you.
I'm gonna sit right here because
We can't join you there. Go back to Giddy Park. Like, you'll still be in the party, but if you're in Giddy Park, then we can join you.
You said to wait a second.
There we go.
Don't know who he is.
Oh, wait. I accidentally joined him. What? Yeah, you left party?
Apparently. It's a fun question.
Yeah, it still thinks you're in a group. It won't let me invite you or join you.
They can just hack you.
No.
Yeah, he just re-invited me. I'm joining him. No!
Okay.
Sorry, I just
Alright.
press the button.
Tell him to invite us. Oh, there we go. He invited me, so now Char, I'll invite you. Come near us. See if I can invite you. Here we go. Oh. No, one more. Wait. Gosh, dude, you should with your expression said wait. Where's the expressions? There's... Dude, if Charlie can join, I'm not leaving. Hit no. Okay, where is the button?
Hit. That's it.
Hey, Char, can you come here and jump? Jump right in front of him so he can invite you.
Why am I joining?
Oh, wait, you don't want to join the boss fight game?
It's a random. Who?
Well,
I
we'll
don't want to join a random. So I got hacked. You ready?
Alright, let's just go then. He's the one to join. I'm done trying out this new. Oh, I think he just saw you in the group area.
You
guys
don't
is-
even know him, right?
I mean, but it's still fun just to,
Play with him.
like, especially when we have room for one more.
Yeah.
Like, we could have easily just been a group of 4. Can you poop that out, aiding the zombie? His expression. HR, if I make room for you to join, you would join, or you... Okay. Well, it's joining randos how we also made friends in the past, like through GPO and stuff like that.
He's not a rando. He was at first, but he became our friend.
That's how you become friends with randos.
He's not our friend, so I'm not gonna join him. Oh, I think he died. So let's just wait here.
Sheriff badges.
Okay, that's what I think. Oh.
He went this way. We gotta get there. I'll go this way.
No, over here. Popcorn. Need to go.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, see?
The way. Okay, patience. Okay, cool.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you have to travel to get there.
Ah! How'd you get there?
Heal.
Oh, apparently I made it deep.
It also could be one of those things where it just automatically queues.
Like the shaders that they have in there.
No, Jason is Mo, he didn't know me. This is how...
That wasn't online.
I mean, Firestone, Drew, and Rogue Love, there's a point when they were strangers just like this, and they just hopped into
Yeah, but they
whatever.
didn't become us.
Yeah, and that's how it is. They eventually... Oh, gosh.
Wait, he died.
Yep, I'll wait. Oh, this... He shot it. Oh. Shot. That's funny. Shooting that thing triggered this. Guess this is the boss fight. Whoa. Major problem. Get it. The overlays. things go down the moment you touch them. Major problem is major deed. You're dead, son. Is there an 8 stage? I think bad cheese goo villain is bad done.
Yes!
Queen of Fairies, universal hat, every plant can use. Got a nice little fairy hat.
Oh,
Man, I feel like I went back in time. 25,000 coins? Yeah, we got 25,000 from being the...
What?
I'm down. Do you want to join us for more Mount Steep adventures? Because it looks like it's PvE stuff that we can do together. Okay. Well, this is I'm looking at right now. Oh my gosh, I know you already, but I'm starstruck. Philip. Money. You know? I only see two of them. Oh, I see. Never mind. One, a tromper's a tromper. Two costumes all ready to go. I'll take it from here, kid. Big ball gang leaders come. I can't risk you getting carried away. Wait, what's that? He just gets humbled and feet away. That's so comical. Plant some pots and defend the jail doors. Oh, there's a pot.
Oh, I get fields from the flowers.
Yeah, this is where you shine, dude. Uh-huh, looks will be easy to decide. Choosing some clothes for your morning. What about that? Butter, go! I see you! Butter!
Solo hole.
Go, Butter! Big boys. Come on with their big branches all over here. Tell you, there's only 3 shares this meal. Wait. There you go. Take care of this strap. Hold a note. That's my little note collection. Join you, let it go. They actually do a good job forming. Really like trying. What's up, War Stella?
They want the big game.
Will you be my posse? Theme music, go to the song Mouse 5. Oh, hi. We're back. Probably your phone, not my phone. It could be Robin's phone. Yes, we are. Yeah, he wants to be by himself, so we can do our own thing or do single things. I'm fine with whatever.
Let's do kind of this guy.
I mean, yeah, if he wants to keep doing stuff, I also know that he does. Oh, sweet. Gnomes have something. Oh. Look at this close. Oh, fossil records.
He said he wants to do PvP with us.
Sweet. Do it. 1 second. Let me
But he did say right here, so he's gonna go into it.
unlock move faster when aiming. Okay. And super spin. Increase the rate of fire for a short time by earning a vanquish. Oh man. That is snowball-y.
Nobody cares.
Sure, let's do challenges.
I'll be at level 5 and then after only 2 bosses,
Nice.
Yeah!
Run. I'm going to do one off since I have a challenge for that. I want to do one garden off since I have a challenge for that.
Is that what you're doing now?
Yeah, that's what I put.
Garden ops?
Mm-hmm. Just one. I have a challenge. Yeah.
I just told them he needs confused.
Oh well.
Not big deal.
That's fine. You could be confused.
Hold on, we can send him a friend request.
Yeah.
No, wait. Why did we find a random infected?
Because he is a joy to play with at this moment, and he hasn't proven himself. Yeah.
But you don't know it. So what's gonna know?
Well, we have gone back through this enough, my friends. I'll just leave it there. What did? I have no. I should have. He hasn't checked his switch.
Whoa! Oh yeah! What? after you, pothead. Yeah, you pothead. Oh yeah! Yes, yeah, by your head. No, cactuses! Why? That. No, you don't. Big giant pumpkin maniac. Pickle, get it? Now you giant pickle man! Giant pickle.
Neat.
Yeah, have fun with that.
I haven't fought this old leaf before. Yeah, got torchwood. Careful, he's a real spruce cannon. Oh, there.
Keep doing damage. Oh yeah! Headshot! Stomach is Batman. Stomach class!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I won!
Oh. Oh, so I don't know if you want to hear. That's funny. good. No, because since you were AFK long enough, it first will have you the host. So the moment AFK kicked you, it kicked out us all of it. And then the guy left. I think because we were at the very last boss, like close to beating him, and it just went. Oh my god, you garden up.
Okay.
Gosh darn it! Stop making me plants. Might just have to accept it for this. It's like he's forcing me. Just accept it.
Yes, boss! Have fun catching me!
Like castle.
Go back in the game.
Are we together? Oh, we are together. That's fun.
That's funny. Fun catching me night. Now. Oh, funny! What?
No, because I can't. You can't. No. You send me a first row school, but I'm not saying that.
Now, my body's on fire.
beneficial. For the plants, the best at Gardenos is definitely Flamethrower. He just wrecks and just swarm basically.
It's taking off red, bro.
No, wait! I think the chance of the leak goes up higher when there's like at least 4 people in the room. It's one of those things to stay alive, it seems like.
Ow! What's
Now, where's the Yeti army?
Oh yeah!
There's the Yeti army.
Surprise attack!
Powerful interferes. Alright, take out the imp.
Head. You're getting freezing! Freezing!
That's low. That's fine.
I'm gonna go over to you! Ah! It's a skeleton! Yeah!
Hey.
Fuck you! Joke's on you, I'm still coming! Am I right, Boo-Boo? My way! Get away! Get away! Wait,
It's the dragon.
oh yeah! Get away! Yeah! Come on!
dipping in 28 minutes, my friend. It's a car crash?
Yeah, but what? Yeah, but what? Did you speed that cake? Wow, jeez, boy. What are you in the hood? Oh, yeah! Yes! Yeah! Here's bazooka him.
Dude, Chomper just like one chomp the elite thing. That was pretty fun. He lost it down.
Oh yeah! Give it what?
Yeah, we won. Woohoo!
Give it away! Yo, boy, back here, that bazooka, boy. Gotta be out everywhere.
I'm probably going to join his. Looks like he's doing are you doing double trouble, Jason? Okay.
Get your friend! Yeah, I want PvP! Get away!
I'm on like you on the town center. Are you looking around?
Yeah, 30 seconds!
Kind of like a Subiku is like, what's it called when you spend money? I mean, usually spend money. It's like a battle pass.
Yeah, you know what? I failed, but the fact that woohoo! Yeah, I stand back there. I stand back there. Okay, yeah.
MVP deal damage.
That was good.
Alright, go do some double trouble. Boink.
Yeah, money, boy. Money, money.
That was cool.
Give her a little money, boy.
Yeah, what's your favorite toy at school? What toys do you like? Double trouble. I'll get the other Team Storm character next. So we could all make form together. Form or 8 form. No, I meant like just talking about tagging together kind of thing. That's what I meant. It's like we're equal. Oh, Emily's your friend? You guys sing happy birthday to Emily today? Oh, can't now.
And it destroyed some kids. And let people.
Oh, God, you got me.
They're gonna bust! They're gonna bust! I'll go back to Dragon. Headway this bus. Goodbye, bus!
Character.
Yeah, nice.
I added
Yeah, it's okay.
What?
I always keep trying to spin it, and it always costs me. I need like spin as like a last resort.
in what?
As the mushroom, I keep doing, like, trying to get him with the spin combo, and it always just
Right?
They can still hit you, that's why.
yeah. It's like I need to do that when they don't know I'm like behind them or something.
It's like backstab or backstab kind of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
I'm gonna try this. It's kind of like some banquet. Yeah. This is called.
That's cool.
Like half.
Yeah!
And yes,
Johnny boy. Ah! I know it's broken.
you guys are gonna keep on dying.
But how can it still fly?
Getty?
Lucas!
Okay, how are we getting?
Ugh.
Can I get me? Yeah, get me. raising, Jason.
I'm raising my phone too.
Because people dog. Are they answering?
I mean, if he's playing that version, then yes. Are you playing this TV? Are you playing this for PvE? No, he's not playing it. He's not. AI. Oh wait, is that part of the mountain?
Yeah, part of.
Oh.
He said AI are dumb.
Well,
Like he
I
said.
mean, AI is it's like all depend on the programming.
You're raising.
Well, that's what AI do. I mean, just leave it be, my friend.
This girl is raising too.
And I just came to the fact that number 2 is. I remember also remember I have invisibility. I always forget that. Woo, we won! Barely, but we won.
You won.
Because you see in the middle a flag of your team's color pop up the moment your team is finished. Alright, we're bouncing in 14 minutes, my friend. The most bankruptcies and the most hopes for it. Like, at least I got a team that's I'll take it.
All got
Yeah. The bin. About 13 minutes. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, man. That's fine. Just know that you're always welcome here for plants. Okay, I'll see you tonight. Okay, I'll let him know. Alright, bye.
Ow, okay. You ready?
Right through? Still, I'm already in the middle of something. The invite is back. If we stop doing the mount thing, we just went back to it. You went away because of the phone, and then you went back to it. Hey, I'm sticking to what we originally planned when we left. Hello, I'm sure you're loving this live stream. Oh. Thanks for loving this live stream. Oh, I'm not. It's not super. I'm digging the hand though. I feel like it's gonna grab me any moment. Some Michelangelo hand of God action going on right there.
My body in this game is broken now.
Yeah, my brain is eating.
It's a reference to my daily drive. Let's see my rocket sister. Yeah!
Even with the random streams, you still continue to love it, my friend? Gosh. Probably got me.
Yeah, no, like, it has to work on it.
Not more minutes. You could just join me.
Oh, you move my knife.
Don't you, little guy. My brains are just like hurting right now. I have no idea. Just the,
Are you zoned?
so many effects. Yeah, I'm zoned. It's good because my hero, my character, the thing is like, it's this guy is the. Well, yeah, I'm going to like keep trying to introduce things for you to possibly hate it. Like we read, you probably missed that part, but we read Tom Wright's New Testament for Everyone, where it's like Bible and like commentary. It's just beautiful. Is that you? Well, I have to wait until it's saved.
No, I don't have.
Oh, you want? Oh. Every time I try resing you, it just like puts me in danger. You gotta wait until it's safe. Until you're always like, hey, it's not safe. Go ahead, res me. It's going to be okay. It's not. So lesson 1, you gotta wait until it's safe. It was not safe. I was getting shot at. birthday! Oh, there we go. Yes, love? Oof. It's not safe this time to res you. That's funny. So I love. Do you know the difference between condensers and dynamic microphones? Because I have been learning a lot lately and why my voice setting has been garbo. Yeah, my voice stream setting has been garbo. It picks up everything.
I don't know.
Okay. Sweet. So spend a week or two doing all the research, make a list of things we need, and this will be the plan, is 3 to 6 months. If you stay committed to 3 to 6 months, you go from my oldest biz and you just work up. And then after 3 to 6 months, then we could talk about yeah. I did win. Yeah, I see. Got rolling ball.
Coming off because of it.
I think we can. Let's just go full inks.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be dipping, my friends, after this run. The Centralist Prize is coming! Nope, it is not. It is now. Well, it is. That's someone else that revived it.
Okay, the fish one here. The fish one here.
Oh.
Alright, come on. I'm a captain today. I'm playing against Flash and Ship. Lift off. Woo-hoo! That's Fisher. Thank you. I'm driving the helicopter. Look at me. I'm like, yay.
Oh, nice. You're driving to freedom. Oh, I haven't died yet.
Freedom!
Come on, there you go.
Freedom! Woo! Okay, ready now. But look at his butt.
He's a construction worker. He got that glorious construction worker butt.
That's just painful. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ah! No!
Finally you died.
I know.
Scary. Ready to see something really funny?
I just got a double kill when using my parry.
Ah?
I think there's so much more damage that it.
I don't know that reference.
Get up.
Maybe I do know it. It's just.
Oh my god.
Fuzzy.
Ow. Look at my head.
He's got a quadruple kill.
Ow, my head fell off. Scary.
But
You actually funny to see.
Yes, sir. You know, my death from watching you has caught. From watching you is mine.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm watching. Are you ready?
Look at my head.
Oh, wait. Everyone's
Nice
such a good
looking.
team player. Well, look at you.
I'm next. Next is dies and he dies. Ow. Ow.
don't worry about it.
Admin panel. Rocket launcher, whatever you name it.
Actually, that made my heart sink down in my throat jumping over that hill.
Want in on them?
Boing, boing, boing.
Boing, please, Max.
Hey, Orange.
Double kill.
Oh, what a song,
I found like the best camera.
He tried to like ninja sneak around me, and I watched.
Sorry, it was my
Ow.
Nice. You're just snipping them.
I'm snipping your hair and me. Get away!
Oh, I got boomed
Alright.
by a chili bean bomb. Game is under wrap. Oh yeah. It's under wrap by us. It'll be if I would have said a very like stat. Oh, okay, go for wrap.
Ow, my head's been sticking in the chair.
All right, HR, we got 11 more tags for us, and then this game's over, and then we're gonna dip. Okay. This is actually like a pretty decent sticking together team. Team run.
It's like quadruple kill, double kill, triple kill. Oh, yes, I collected the
Nice.
Orbitine.
That's game. Alright,
See what I did there?
it's not super. Oh, we'll be on tonight with my
I barreled
Super
the
Nerd Squad. We're playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Come and join us in. We'll be gaming, then reading some good old New Testament for everyone, so check it out. We're going through the book of Matthew together.
I barreled,
Catch you guys later. Bye.
I barreled lit it and then